What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to explore the lore in the Backrooms, and we're going to break down the origin and the aesthetics and the tone and the levels and the lore and the theories and whatever, just we're doing Backrooms today. Backrooms originated from a post on 4chan's X Paranormal board. An anonymous user asked for unsettling images, and someone posted a now iconic photo of a liminal space, yellow stained walls, fluorescent lights, no windows, with the caption saying, "If you're not careful and you no-clip out of reality into the wrong areas, you'll end up in the Backrooms." Now, the no-clipping concept refers to a video game term meaning phasing through walls or the environment. The idea of accidentally slipping out of reality tapped into primal fear of being trapped in a place not meant for humans. Aesthetics and tone. Liminal space horror. The Backrooms popularized the aesthetic of liminal spaces, places that feel familiar but wrong. Think abandoned schools, malls, hotel hallways, or empty offices from the 1990s. These locations evoke nostalgia, loneliness, and unease. Analog horror influence. The visuals and tone of the Backrooms fit perfectly with the analog horror genre: found footage, grainy VHS filters, eerie silence, and slow burn tension. Lore and levels. Initially, the Backrooms were described as a single, endless level, but the community has since expanded it into a massive, multi-level universe. Starting with level 0, the lobby. Endless yellow rooms, moist carpet, buzzing fluorescent lights, monotonous architecture with occasional glitches, no windows, no doors. Entities are rare, but implied. Level 1, habitable zone. Dimmer lights, more industrial, pipes, flickering lights. Dangerous entities start to appear. Level 2, pipe dreams. Tight, claustrophobic maintenance tunnels. Hot and loud, machinery and steam. Highly dangerous, frequent entity activity. Higher levels. Some versions include hundreds or even thousands of levels. Examples include level exclamation mark, a chaotic space that constantly shifts. Level 94, a surreal 1950s suburban town. Level 188, an infinite hotel lobby. Level Fun, a deceptive party-themed level with violent partygoers. Many levels defy physics or logic, with fluctuating time, space, and gravity. The Backrooms aren't empty. Some major entities include hounds, humanoid creatures that crawl on all fours, aggressive and fast. Smilers, only visible through their glowing eyes and wide grins in the dark. Skin stealers, human-like figures that wear a human skin to blend in. Partygoers, appearing friendly and festive but luring people to be assimilated. Facelings, human with blank or distorted faces. Behavior ranges from passive to hostile. Each entity typically corresponds to their specific level. Survivor groups and lore expansion. As the fandom grew, people started creating survivor factions, such as MEG or Major Explorer Group, explorer/scientist types who document levels and try to help others survive. The BNTG, traders who barter supplies between levels. The Lost, spiritual wanderers who believe in higher truths within the Backrooms. The Skin Thieves, a cult centered around body horror and identity theft. These groups create a sense of in-universe world-building and conflict. Fan theories. Simulation theory. Some suggest the Backrooms are a part of a glitchy simulation, a behind-the-scenes layer of reality. Purgatory theory. Others think the Backrooms are a form of spiritual limbo, a place between life and death. Dreamscape theory. The Backrooms could be a collective unconscious or dream world where lost souls drift. Kane Parsons in the Backrooms film. In 2022, 17-year-old Kane Parsons, aka Kane Pixels, created a viral YouTube short film called The Backrooms Found Footage. The version blends with analog horror and found footage. It adds government experiments and a secret organization trying to understand/control the Backrooms. The film massively boosted the Backrooms' popularity. Internet impact. Subreddits, wikis, and ARGs. Fans created multiple wikis. Backrooms Wiki, Wikidot, with diverging canons. These include hundreds of fan-made levels, games. Several indie horror games based on the Backrooms exist. The Backrooms 1998, Escape the Backrooms, and VR experiences. Many feature procedurally generated levels and survival elements. The Backrooms are considered a new wave of creepypasta, blending collaborative fiction eerie visuals, and interactive storytelling. Multiple canons and versions. While most people think of one Backrooms lore, the community is actually split across multiple canons, each with different levels, rules, and tones. These include the wiki.canon, arguably the most polished and consistent, focuses on a more organized lore with lore logs, documents, and factions. A lot of effort goes into realism and world building. Random wiki canon. It's a more chaotic and experimental. It allows wild and surreal and creative levels. Strong focus on personal storytelling and horror. Kane Pixels canon. Separate from wiki-based canons, adds a corporate/government conspiracy element, and it focuses on more how the Backrooms were discovered and the consequences. ARG versions. Some creators use the Backrooms as a part of an ARG, alternate reality game, where viewers interact via social media, fake websites, or hidden messages. Architectural horror inspirations. The Backroom draws heavy from real-life design phenomena that invoke unease. Dead malls. Once busy shopping centers that are now eerily creepy. Echoes of a capitalism in decay. Uncanny offices. Beige cubicles, buzzing lights, and lifeless decor that create a false sense of normalcy. Canopesia. The eerie, forlorn atmosphere of a place that is usually bustling with people but is now abandoned. Non-Euclidean design. Space that shouldn't physically connect. Endless corridors, loops, upside-down stairs, directly inspired by many Backrooms levels. Backrooms rule sets. Some versions of the Backrooms include metaphysical or game-like rules. Don't trust voices, stay near light, memorized landmarks, drink almond water often. These rules act like rituals, similar to Japanese urban legends or Async Foundation documents. Escape mechanics. Some levels can only be exited through specific actions. Finding rare objects, performing a ritual, walking backwards in the dark for exactly 43 steps, and dying in one level to respawn in another. Psychological themes. The Backrooms are more than just monsters and mazes. They explore psychological and existential dread. Loss of self. Survivors often forget their past, name, or even their purpose, as if their identity is being erased. Isolation horror. You're completely alone in a space built by no one, for no one. Time distortion. In some levels, time moves slower or faster. A few hours inside could equal years in the real world, or vice versa. Mental decay. Many logs mention hallucinations, auditory distortion, or entity zero, the creeping madness that affects long-term residents. Fan-created Backrooms events. Some authors have created major historical events within the Backrooms. The Fracture, 2034. A hypothetical event where Level 0 briefly split into two alternate versions. One normal, one hostile. Survivors tell conflicting stories about what happened. MEG Civil War. In some canons, the MEG splits into opposing ideologies. One wants to escape, the other wants to conquer and weaponize the Backrooms. The Great Entity Migration. A fan theory suggesting that entities evolved from failed human escape attempts, twisted by time, space, and madness. Weird individual levels. Level 974 is a dollhouse. It's a massive house scaled like a child's playset. Time moves at 5 times speed. Residents shrink the longer they stay. Level 3999. A level that only appears to people right before death. It shows them their happiest memories and then vanishes. Level -5. A level that exists before the Backrooms begin. Think of it like a pre-reality loading zone. Pure static and concepts not matter. Level 11.1. A clone of New York City with no people. Every building is accessible. Some certain doppelgangers frozen in time. 4 levels, 0 through 3. These are the foundation of most canons. They're usually linear and most newcomers experience these first. Level 0, the lobby. Endless yellow rooms, stained walls, moist carpets, low ceiling with buzzing fluorescent lights. As a tone of being oppressive, loneliness, feels nostalgic and wrong. You can easily get lost, and the layout subtly shifts. Reality glitches here and there, flickering walls, repeating hallways. The entities are rare, but humming sounds might be sentient. Survival tip, leave markings if they don't disappear, and avoid deep corners. Next we have level 1, habitable zone. It's a dimly lit industrial area, exposing pipes, concrete floors, constant mechanical noise. It's empty, but feels more man-made. It has occasional power failures and random object spawns, but can be useful or deadly. It has hounds and dullers. Almond water starts appearing here. You want to collect it. Level 2, Pipe Dreams. It's a long, claustrophobic maintenance tunnel, hot and humid. It's inhospitable, like a boiler room that goes on forever. It has sudden bursts of steam, screeching sounds that lure explorers off course. The entities include skin stealers, smilers, and clumps. You want to stay calm, and panic draws the entities, so don't panic. Level 3, the Electrical Station. It's a network of power plants, server rooms, and metallic corridors. It's a tone of hostile, tech-heavy, and unsettling hums. Exposed wiring and malfunctioning doors, and it has time distortion. The entities are frequent and aggressive, and you want to wear insulated gear if available. Then we move on to advanced levels, 4 to 9. These levels range from uncanny to surreal. To start off, we have level 4, the Office. It's a silent office buildings with working computers and vending machines, but no people. It's hauntingly normal. It has psychological effects like paranoia and hallucinations. The entities are rare, but might be disguised as humans. You want to rest here, but not for too long. Staying too long may cause memory erosion. Level 5, the Hotel. It's a massive Victorian-era hotel with infinite hallways, dining rooms, and elevators. It has a classy, eerie, ghost-like tone, and has looping architecture, phantom sounds, and disembodied conversations. Entities on this level include the Beast of level 5 and faceless bellhops. You want to avoid ornate elevators. They don't go where you expect them to go. Level 6 is Lights Out. It's total darkness. There's no visible light at all. It has a terrifying sensory deprivation tone. It's loss of sanity and entities that only attack in pitch black. Entities that are in this level are smilers. They dominate this level. You want to carry a reliable light source at all times. Level 7, the Ocean. A single massive room filled with deep water, with a small floating house on the surface. It has a deep sea horror vibe, isolation, crushing depth, and a drowning risk. Entities that are on this level is the thing in the water, and it's never actually fully seen. You don't want to enter the water unless absolutely necessary. Level 8, the Cave System. It's a giant subterranean cave full of bioluminescent moss and webs. It shows ancient and primal fear. Its structural collapse, spider-like creatures, wretches, and arachnid entities dominate this level. You want to avoid tight passages and sticky walls. Level 9, Suburbia. A never-ending suburb at night. Houses are empty or mimic your childhood home. It has a false nostalgia, uncanny valley type of tone. There are random car movements, and some of the houses actually watch you. Mimics and unknown humanoids lurk in this level. Do not trust what looks familiar. And then moving on, we have negative levels. These exist outside of the normal structure, either before, behind, or beneath reality. So we have level -1, the basement. It's a freezing cold basement. It looks like an unfinished basement. You can get hypothermia, there are dripping pipes, mold, and there are unknown entities here, and they may be watching from the shadows. Level -5, the static zone. It's a visual static surround you. Reality flickers like a broken VHS. It has a tone of digital horror. Cognitive failure and memory loss are supreme hazards here. Stay grounded and keep repeating your name and where you're from to survive. Kane Pixels' Backrooms YouTube stories is one of the most well-known and cinematic interpretations of the Backrooms concept. His videos introduce a structured narrative and a high production value that helped shape the way millions now view the Backrooms. And keep in mind, he was only 17 when he made the Backrooms, like that whole video. So who is Kane Pixels? His real name is Kane Parsons, and he started the Backrooms series back in January of 2022. He became hugely viral with his debut video, The Backrooms Found Footage, and he was only 16 when he started the series. He is known for his incredible CGI skills, analog horror vibe, and immersive storytelling. So now we start the timeline of Kane Pixels' main videos in chronological order. So to start off, we have The Backrooms Found Footage in January of 2022. A filmmaker is recording a short film and accidentally no-clips into the backrooms. He explores the yellowed walled level 0, starts hearing strange sounds and glimpses of a hostile creature, ends with him falling down a shaft into darkness. This video establishes the vibe of found footage, analog horror, and unsettling realism. Then we move on to Backrooms, research and development. Flashback to Async Foundation, a fictional organization experimenting with opening portals to the backrooms. Scientists test an interdimensional gateway called the Threshold. Audio distortions and glitches hint that the backrooms react to being studied. Autopsy report. It shows a cadaver recovered from the backrooms. The body is malformed, organs are decayed and fused with foreign tissue. The implication is time and biology are actually warped in the backrooms. Motion detected. A motion sensor inside the backrooms detect movement. We see security footage of a creature roaming level 0. Creepy buildup with flickering lights, suggesting entities are stalking the halls. Informational video. Styled like a 1990s corporate training tape, explains Async's goals, solving the housing crisis by using backrooms as an alternate space. But subtle glitches and flickers show cracks in the project's safety. Missing persons. Details of a list of individuals who disappeared under mysterious circumstances suggest that people are involuntary no-clipping into the backrooms, possibly connected to Async's gateway. Presentation. Corporate meeting-style video pushing Async's plans to use the backrooms for storage and population overflow. Strange humming in the background audio. Unsettling repetition and cheerfulness contrast the horror beneath. Pitfalls. One of the most terrifying and cinematic entries, Async employees explore deeper levels. They get separated, lost, and hunted by a creature. Includes a brutal death and the terrifying design of the entity. Report. Internal log from Async engineers discussing the instability of the threshold. It mentions a dimensional leakage, increasing anomalies, and possible irreversible effects. Decay. Footage of a long abandoned room inside the backrooms. Mold, rot, and flickering lights suggest the space is deteriorating, almost alive. It implies that time and space are breaking down. The other side. Deep exploration beyond known zones. It shows level 1 type architecture, strange lights, and extreme isolation. It ends with a potential glimpse at level 2 or 3 suggesting vertical traversal. Examination record. Footage of Async researchers examining a backroom specimen. A sample is reactive to sound and appears alive. It indicates the backrooms might be biological or actually sentient. Lost tapes. Compilation of eerie lost footage inside various levels. Hints that Async has lost control of their project. It ends with corrupted audio showing the project descent into chaos. Lore breakdown. The Async Foundation. Async created the Threshold project in the 1980s. Their goal was to use the backrooms as an infinite storage and housing solution, but they didn't understand the nature of the space. The backrooms are unstable, alive, and hostile. The more Async tampered, the more people went missing, and the more dangerous the backrooms became. The entity, nicknamed the Death Moth, or the Hound by fans. Tall, lanky, skinless humanoid with rapid movements. Its origin is unknown. It may be native lifeform or mutated human. It reacts to sound and light. Fan theories. The backrooms are alive. The space shifts, reacts to intruders, and may grow or decay. Entities are mutated humans. Time inside corrupts your body and mind. The Async team caused a rupture in reality that can't be closed. Reality is collapsing. More people are no-clipping because their barrier between worlds is falling. So that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight, today, whatever time you're watching this. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, evening. I hope you just have a great time with doing whatever you're doing, and thank you for coming out of your way to watch this video. It means a lot to me. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video, which is going to be a surprise. It is a surprise. So without further ado, goodbye.